Hey internet friends! This week we're going to do the Italian beef video that I promised you guys because I love Italian beef and you guys voted for it and it didn't win, but I still want to make it for you guys. I had some issues with my camera and then I had some issues with myself and that's why this video is late this week. But here it is, the Italian beef. So don't forget to screenshot the shot so you know what to buy at the store, and let's get started right away. So step one, take your beef, get any and all twine off it and trim any excess fat that you don't want. And also make sure that you get a chuck roast and not a pot roast. This is a pot roast. I made a mistake here. Get a chuck roast. Now bust out your Italian seasonings and sprinkle them all over your Italian chuck roast. That's right, chuck roast, not pot roast. But yeah, just make sure you sprinkle all the seasonings all over the place on this beautiful roast. Now you want to heat up a medium-sized skillet or large skillet with some olive oil so that we can start our sear. And now you want to sear on all sides on a high heat to make sure that the temperature inside stays nice and gooey to keep the juices inside. Once your sear is complete, you can go ahead and throw it into an aluminum pan, or better, a Dutch oven. I don't own a Dutch oven. And then you want to take all the drippings from inside the pan and put them in there as well. Then add your 2 cups of beef stock. Don't forget to add your water. A few more tablespoons of your Italian seasoning. And now you want to add about half a jar to a full jar of the liquid that's inside the jar of the peppers. And you want to add the peppers themselves. I added about a half a jar to almost actually the whole jar. Preheat the oven to 325. Cover this bad boy up. Go ahead and poke a couple holes in it if you like, and then go ahead and throw it in the oven for 4 to 5 hours. Make sure you are keeping an eye on it and making sure it's not burning. After 4 to 5 hours, check to make sure it's cooked all the way through with your temperature probe and that's nice and tender, and then let that rest while we make the gravy. First step to the gravy is remove all these delicious pepper from the drippings. The peppers will be great for sandwiches later. Then take all the pot drippings and pour them into a saucepan. Add a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of flour, depending on how thick you like your gravy, then bring to a bare simmer for at least 15 to 25 minutes. Now here's where I made a rookie mistake, guys. I cut my meat too soon. After I let it sit for about 15-20 minutes, I started cutting it. I found out afterwards the best thing that you can do is actually put it in the fridge after it cools down, let it firm up for like an hour, and then you reheat it using the gravy for the best results. As you can see, mine came out pretty good, but it kind of falls apart like pot roast, and that's not the consistency that I wanted. But it was still quite delicious. The roast came out perfectly juicy and moist, and everybody hates that word, but it seasoned so perfectly, and the peppers made it amazing. So we're still going to try to assemble a sandwich from this. Now, I love my beef sandwiches on garlic bread, so I made a little bit of homemade garlic bread, and that's just toasting some of these buns with some butter and some garlic powder on them. Quick and easy. And then you want to smother it with some shredded mozzarella cheese, because this is America and mozzarella cheese makes everything more delicious. Even the most delicious things become more delicious. Add some of those delicious pre-roasted peppers and take out the stems. Add stacks and stacks and stacks of meat on there. All the best stacks that you can get. Add a huge generous amount of your delicious gravy, and then make sure you keep some gravy for the side for dipping. And then try to get your lid on this, press it down, and then don't take a picture for Instagram because this sandwich was not how I wanted to turn out. It's good. It tastes like Italian beef, but the consistency is very pot roasty. So I think we're gonna have to try again. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the taste. It tastes very, very good with the peppers and the beef and the cheese and the bread. It tastes like I did really well, but I think we can do better. And when your videos don't turn out the way you want, it's okay. So we're gonna try again another video one day. And in the meantime, here's some footage of me chugging a beer with my cousin in front of the green screen that I bought. And you guys have a great day. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Comment anything you want to see me make. Love you guys.